Hello everyone, I just wanted to make a little video to share with people who own a Viper Pro drone. I got this for Christmas, first drone I've ever owned, and within a few days before New Year I'd managed to smash up all my rotors, as you can see, and broke one of the rotor guards as well. I had several crashes with it. And of course I wanted to get some replacement blades. I went online looking, and like most people it seems, had a great deal of trouble finding replacement parts for this drone. There were various forums, people asking questions on where they could get parts, and the only place I found available was a place called idealworld.tv. Now these people actually have the blades in stock, and they will ship you out a pack of blades for £14.99. That includes the postage. They came within 2 days, and here they are, the set. So for anybody who wants them pretty quick, who needs to get their drone up and running because they've got a project, then that's pretty good service. But if, like me, you don't like to pay through the nose for parts, then I've got a few tips for you. I did a search for this drone, and I found that the Syma, or Syma, however you want to pronounce it, it's S-Y-M-A, I'm going to pronounce it Syma. The Syma X8 series shares a great deal of parts with this particular drone. For instance, the blade protectors, blade guards, they came from China. A pack of 4 was £1.31 with the postage. They're very slightly smaller than the original. You can see the original is about 145 degrees, 135 degrees, somewhere around there, and these are only about maybe 115. But the important thing is that the fittings are identical, and they are a direct replacement. They will drop straight into the drone, and they also have the same holes in the base for the retaining screws, and they're available in black, white, red, blue, luminous, orange, green, and for £1.31 for 4. The fact that they're a very tiny bit smaller is neither here nor there. I'm quite happy with that. Similarly, the feet, if you ever break a leg on one of these, it's just a case of removing 2 screws, which I've done here just to show you. Now the original leg has 2 pips on the bottom, and the Syma X8 only has a single pip on the bottom. Don't know whether you can pick that up on the camera. There you go. But if you look at the drone itself has I need better lighting in here. The drone itself has 3 holes, so the X8 leg will fit directly into that center hole, and it's the exact same size, shape, everything, and you just pop the screws back in. So that's a handy little tip if you break any legs. Also, the rotors themselves on the X8 series. Now there are 2 different kinds of rotors they fit on the X8 series. One is like a quick release, and the other is the same fitting as on the Viper Pro. So if you want to buy these, just make sure that the center hole looks like this, with the round hole and the washer, rather than just like a hole with 2 elongated slots in it. Now these have got the hexagonal hole in the back, however the hole itself is very slightly smaller diameter. So what I've managed to do to change the rotors, you simply prise off the silver cap, you twist the little locking screw through 90 degrees and push out the pin. You then lift it off This is where I wish I'd put my glasses on because my eyes are terrible. There we go. The pin is out, so you just pull that washer off and then the blade lifts up. Now what I have done, because these have got a very slightly smaller hexagonal on there, I've taken a file to this fitting and I've just gone around with the file, making the hex slightly smaller, just rubbing on each flat. Now it's quite a tough nylon and my file was a bit blunt, so it's taken me about 50 rubs per side on the hex, and I've just reduced that hex down so that it will now accept these Syma X8 rotors, and it just pushes on, and then you can just replace your fittings back on the top, the retaining plastic fitting, for want of a better word, slide the pin back in, lock it in, push your cap back on. But what I did was I reduced just halfway down the hex, leaving the bottom of the hex the same diameter, or the same across flats, so that if I ever did want to get some originals, they will still pop on because they will locate on the lower half of the hex, because these X8 ones are not quite as deep, as you can see. Maybe you can see they're not as thick, so the originals will go all the way to the bottom of the shaft there, and the X8 ones will only go on that far, leaving a piece of the shaft showing. So with the X8 rotor blade and the blade guard in place, that will work perfectly on the Viper Pro. And these also are available in black, white, blue, yellow, orange, red, green, luminous. The price of the blades was £2.35 for a pack of 4 on eBay from China, and the price of the guards was £1.31 for a pack of 4 on eBay from China. They also stock spare motors, they also stock spare camera holders and spare battery covers, so that is well worth going to the trouble of filing the shaft for a big savings in cost, and it will keep your drone up and running for quite a long time to come. So I hope that helps somebody. Thanks for watching.